Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride on Rideshare Your Life.
Understanding the law of
What's going on, boss man?
It's Lamar.
Yep, how you doing?
the law of attraction is the most powerful
Man,
law.
I'm blessed. I'm blessed, man.
Just like gravity.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Motion. It is working in your life at this
You getting off work?
moment.
Yeah.
Simply put,
I actually got
the law
off
of
early. Now you
attraction
go
says
down.
You will attract
Just got
into
off
your
early.
life whatever you
I've been
focus
doing
on.
12 hours
Whatever you give
every
your energy
day.
and attention to will come back to you.
They
So,
say, oh, we go
if you
early, ain't
stay
no more
focused
mail.
on the good
Okay.
and positive
You gotta
things
tell me
in your
twice.
life, you will
I've been doing
automatically
overtime
attract
all
more
this
good
week.
and positive things into your life. If you're focused upon lack and negativity, then that is what will be attracted into your life.
As long as you take time for yourself, you know.
Yes,
You
sir.
are what you
Yes,
think
sir.
about all day long. Dr. Robert
Mhm.
Schumann. You are always in a state of creation. You always have.
That's
You
a
are
radio
creating
station?
your reality
Now it's an
every
audiobook
moment.
on
You are creating your
SoundCloud.
future
It's called
every
the
single
Key to Living the
thought,
Law of Attraction
either
by Jack
consciously
Canfield. You ever
or
heard of it?
Nah, but I like that.
You
I
can't
like
take
that
a
right
break
now. And
from it
especially
and decide
the
not
stage
to.
I'm in right now.
Creation
I've
never
been manifesting
stops.
and
The law
you
of
know,
attraction
in
never
my inner
stops
self
working.
and
So
trying to get myself
understanding
together.
just how
Yeah.
this law operates
And this
is
right
a
here seems like
fundamental
something I need to
key
listen
to
to.
your success.
Yeah. Well, you know, the universe uses us all to answer the nature of each other's calls. So you had
An
an
amazing
asking, and
future. Then you
the
need
universe
to
placed you
understand your
in the
role
back seat of my
in the
car.
law of attraction.
Yep.
That's a part of
To let
manifesting
life
as well, you
happen
know.
to you is
Yep.
So what have you manifested
to
so far?
create your day
I've been manifesting trying to get this
from
car,
Here's how it works.
trying to get my apartment.
Attracts like.
Have you you've already received it, or you?
Nah, I just been focused on it. Just focusing on it.
Yeah.
And
So
I'm actually really new to this. So my thing is like is manifesting actually being focused on what you want. And I'm thinking like, what is that? And so I don't know if that's is what manifesting is.
I like your question, brother.
Like,
So manifestation is okay. So for one, there's more to us than meets the eye. Human beings, we have a birthright, where we're like magnets. We attract whatever it is that we focus on. Now, when it comes to manifesting, oftentimes, well, every time, when you least expect it, that's when it manifests. So when you ask, you first of all know that it is given. Source energy, who most people call God, immediately becomes whatever it is that you're asking for. The thing is that the universe will give you what you want. It will also give you what you don't want. So when you ask, you feel the emotion. Your emotions are key. You feel the emotion of already having that thing. You feel the emotion of what it feels like to be in that apartment. Who is there to enjoy it with you? To have that new car. Who is there to enjoy it with you? Visualize it. Create a vision board for yourself. Put it there with visual creatures. Um, when we visualize it, when we do these things, we imagine the vibrations of the thing that we're asking for. The universe has no choice but to bring it to you. So when you ask, always ask in a more general way. You know, it would be nice to have a new car. I can do a lot of great things, and I can get to work, and I can do all this other stuff. It'd be nice to have a new apartment, and be specific, but don't be specific in how you wish to obtain it, because you have two things that human beings we possess two of the most powerful things in the universe, and that's our thoughts and our emotions. When you think it, when you ask in a more general way, you allow source, the extension of God within you, the extension of source energy within you, to work freely to bring it to you. It know the same inner extension of source energy with you in that is within you is the same that is within me and every single human being on this planet. Now, the extension of source energy within you knows a direct path to everything that you are wanting, everything that you want, whether it's a goal, whatever it is you wish to obtain, a new car, a new apartment, whatever it is. It knows a direct path to it in relationship to where you are currently. All right. So when you ask in a more general way like that, and then you just enjoy the the unfolding. In manifesting, we think the getting is the most exciting and juicy part of it, but when in fact it's watching it unfold before your very eyes. That's the most exciting part of manifestation, because once we get that thing that we asked for, then now what? Now we want something else. You know what I'm saying? So God appreciates when you enjoy the unfolding of how it is brought to you, how it manifests, instead of more so in that than in you obtaining. Of course, God enjoys you appreciating that thing that has manifested, but it's enjoying it along, enjoying the unfolding of it, watching it, because that's proof right there that 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 source is always going to answer the nature to your call. Source would never not do that. I say source, I mean God, I mean the universe would never not answer the nature to your call. That's what it's there to do. As long as you control your lane, which is your thoughts and your emotions, as long as you stay in your lane, focus on you're just staying in your lane, learning to control your thoughts and your emotions, and allowing source within you to make it happen for you, to guide you to it, and then allowing the universe to do its part, which is attracted to you, because our thoughts become things. Now, your thoughts become things. Your thoughts create, but your emotions do not create. Your emotions are key though, because your emotions is the fuel that is used to shoot out your rockets of desires into the universe, and in turn the universe will mirror back to you what you focus on. That's why it's important to be mindful of what you say about yourself, what you say about other people, how you treat yourself, how you treat other people, because those things they're affirmations, and they become things. But here's another key when it comes to manifesting. You can't want good for yourself or something positive to happen for yourself if you don't want it for your fellow man, no matter who they are. Doesn't matter if they're a tyrant, you know, or if they're just an outstanding human being. The reason is because they also have an extension of source within them. It's just when someone is behaving negatively, they have pinched themselves off from from the God within them. You can't cut yourself off from God; it's impossible. But you can pinch yourself off, meaning that you won't hear the guidance, because your persona, your ego gets in the way. But if you wish to manifest that thing, you have to know with every fiber of your being that it is already given. It's there. It's just waiting for you to match its vibration. Now, your emotions, as I said, is the fuel that is used to shoot out your rockets of desires. Care about how you feel, because your emotions is key, and your emotions is an indicator of what's going on within you. Now, manifest away. Now, I heard you say that you manifested, but then you say um, um, because that's why I asked, have you already received it? Because you spoke about it and you mentioned it in the past tense. Um, so yeah, so that's how you manifest, and we all have this ability to do that. You know, another key is to get yourself at higher vibrations, because we're vibrational beings. We attract. Um, the higher your vibrations, the better, and the better it is to work with, um, and the more you will be able to just manifest whatever it is that you desire.
It's crazy because I was in this stage, and because I read the Bible a lot. I read my zodiac sign a lot, and
Hmm.
with that it was just, I know all of it is not for me. It's for certain people, whatever. But I
Hmm.
take what I can relate to with what they saying.
What
And
resonates with you?
yes,
Yeah.
and it was a lot that I could relate to. And as I was reading it and listening to it and stuff, um, I started feeling certain ways. It's like hearing stuff. So and it was like spend more time outside, like with nature and stuff. And I was doing it.
This is the voice. That's your.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah,
extension of source within you. That's your guide,
yeah.
guiding you.
And it was telling me to listen to it, or whatever, and being outside and the nature talk to you.
That is key.
So I was out there one day and I'm listening. It's like I'm talking. It's like I'm, my inner self talking and listening. And like when I say something, I'm looking at the sky, the moon, the stars. And then as I'm sitting there, it's like you would think you talk to yourself, but you're not. And I'm sitting there, and as I talk, the breeze come and the trees. It's like so I know that's what I need to do.
Yeah.
That moment right there, like, cause I asked the question and the breeze would just come real hard.
Yeah,
So I'm like, all right, that's what I need to do.
Yeah.
And it's like when I'm in the house, it was like for like a good, I'm gonna say probably a good 2 weeks, this was going on. And in the mix of that, it was saying like my ancestors with me and my angels are with me. And when I'm sitting there, like literally every day with these 2 weeks, I could feel this cool breeze just touching my hands every day. And the first thing I thought of was my mother and my father, because I lost them, and I felt like they was with me at that time.
Well, you never lose them because there is no death. We just go back to from which we came, back to source, back to God. That's a misconception that a lot of religions teach you that about death. But energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It's a cause and effect of itself, and we are extensions of source energy, God. And Einstein, his definition of how he describes energy is, as I just said, it's a cause and effect of itself. It cannot be created nor destroyed. Now, God describes God as in the Bible as I'm the Alpha, I'm the Omega, I'm the beginning, I'm the end. There's never been any before me, nor will there be any after me. And I'm paraphrasing, and that's source energy. That's energy. Energy has always been. And that's God's description. God has always been. So we never. We are taught that that's death, that we die and then we go to hell. Hell doesn't exist. The Bible never says that it does. That's something that they're teaching, and that it's just to create fear, to get people to do whatever it is that it needed them to do. And governments use it, advertisement agencies use it, the church uses it a lot. And God does not want us to be in fear of anything, because we have extensions of God in us, and we're made in God's likeness. We shouldn't have no fear. When you have no fear, that's what certain ones fear, that you don't have any fear, that you're a free thinker, you think for yourself, you don't allow anyone to fearmonger you. But I just want to let you know they're always there. They're always there. My grandmother transitioned in 2009 at the age of 98. Now at the time I was like, okay, she's dead. She was 98 years old.
Oh, okay.
And in 2009 she transitioned. I don't say she died because she transitioned. But they're always there. That and it's shared consciousness. It's a collective consciousness, rather, with shared knowledge. Every thought we ever think is still out there. Every thought they've ever thought is still out there. You ever something comes to mind and you're like, where did I get that from? It's that shared consciousness. But that's a great thing that you're doing, which is connecting to nature, because nature can get you reconnected or unpinched off from source, from God, and that you are connected because you have this expansion in your heart, that unconditional love for everyone and everything. That means that you are in alignment with God, and you know who you are. It's when we behave negatively or think negatively or treat people negatively, to where we've pinched ourselves off from source, and then we've forgotten who we are, because you know who you are when you feel that unconditional love, but it feels out of source when you're not when you don't feel that connection due to negative thinking and negative behavior.
Because I was in this, it was like a beautiful moment. Like it's like this good 2 weeks,
Yeah.
and then I was around someone and I was talking to him, and then it's like I went home. It's like it just clicked off. Like and I'm like, what happened? Like then I went to read, listen to my tutorial sign whatever, and it's like I don't know what you're doing, Libra, because I'm a Libra. I don't know what you're doing, Libra, but you need to get back on track. Like it seemed like right now is a good time for Libras to stay focused. Like your blessings is coming through, and like everything they've been saying. Like right now, I've been doing overtime.
And you said this was in your zodiac sign.
Yes.
So what that is what's happening is my stepfather is Muslim, and my mom, my grandmother, father founded the United Methodist Church. My grandmother, she understood the human behavior. My grandmother, she has this saying, it's not how you build that relationship, it's that you build that relationship. So I'm not one that believes in like that follows the zodiac rather, but your inner guide is going to guide you to how to get the answer to you. It'll use bring whatever is going to resonate with you the best. Or it's like getting in the receiving mode. Whatever's going to put you in where it leads you once you get into the receiving mode, where you can, it'll show the answer to you. I often say that sometimes God will answer your questions through the most unlikely of sources. You don't know who it is or how it's going to come, but know that it will come, whatever questions that you have. And so I just want to explain that to you, that it was your inner guide, not so much the zodiac, but the message. It's not so much the Bible, but the message. It's not so much the Quran, but the message. It's not so much the Torah, but the message. It's not so much Hinduism or Buddhism. It's the message, and that message that is leading you to forming a relationship with the Creator. There's not many different creators. There's only one Creator.
That's what I believe in.
But you come to knowing the Creator by whatever means that's going to get you there. Because there's things that are, people can argue about the Bible or whatever. It's when you're in alignment and you're in alignment with Source. Source would use whatever is at your disposal. Like I said, knows a direct path to what it is that you are wanting in relationship to where you are. So if that resonates with you, then Source will use that. But the sole purpose is to know your Creator, form that relationship with your Creator, because Source wants is always, like I said, answering the nature to our call, always looking out for us. Now, if someone behaves negatively towards you, and you match negative with more negative, then first of all, you never match negative with more negative. You always want to go high. But the source within you, if you feel negative towards that person because they're clearly in the wrong, the source within you will never feel about that person the way the negative way that you feel about that person, the way that how do I say that? Source will never feel negative about that person the way that you do. Why? Because they also have an extension of God within them, and God is not going to hate on God. You know what I'm saying? So God is always looking for the light in everyone. Always, 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 always. It's we who pass the judgments, and we always see the faults in others, and then oftentimes in ourselves. But Source always knows. Now, when you're being guided and you hear that voice, that still calm voice, it's always going to be something that's nice. You know it. It's going to be something that is just like pleasant. It's not going to be something that's yelling at you or anything like that. When that happens, that's not Source. That's not God. That is our egos or our personas that's yelling. So people ask, well, how do I recognize the voice? Well, you will know, because you will feel that expansion. But Source will never never show you a negative thing about yourself. Will never feed you a negative thought about yourself. It's always going to be uplifting. Always going to be doing the best for you. Continue connecting to nature, because that whenever you feel out of sorts, Go back to nature. Put your feet in the dirt. Get it, feel the water. You know, the air on your face. That was just source letting you know you're on track. As soon as you said you had asked, and then a breeze came. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Yeah, and that's just okay. It's just saying I'm here. I know. I understand. I hear you. It's just confirmation for you.
Okay.
Always listen to that. And when you feel something's off, go back to that. Um, the key is to get yourself at higher vibrations so that
How do I do that?
well, continue doing what you're doing. You can connect to you'll think of the positive. Always think positive thoughts. Um, uh, you know, just steer clear of anything that is going to get you in a funk, make you either upset or angry or or out of sorts. Which means that you treat your fellow man with respect, treat yourself with respect. Um, if you watch certain things like the news, like I don't watch the news, just things that are gonna make you feel ill at ease. You know, like I say, your emotions are key. Now, don't ignore the negative because the negative is also important. The negative emotion that is also important. It's an indicator as well. You know, it's just paying attention to it and letting it's just energy that's passing through. It's just showing you, hey, you're a bit off track. Get back on track here. Like you said, you felt after
Yeah, I spoke to someone.
yeah.
It just went. It just went out of nowhere. Like I was like, I don't understand because for a minute I was in the house. I go to work, come home, I'll be in the home, and I was I was watching spiritual movies. Like I was watching War Room, and then it was Heaven is Real,
Yeah.
and like watching a lot of spiritual movies. Like, and then for a minute it was like it was there. And then next thing you know, I left and went to go to somebody's house because for a minute I was like I wasn't going to be around nobody. I didn't want to be around no negative. I don't want to be around no negative stuff. Like I don't want no negative conversations.
And
Nothing.
was it a conversation you had that was negative with the person was saying something negative or
Nah, it was just the vibe.
the vibe is negative?
The
The vibe
vibe was
was
negative.
off.
Yeah, and it's like you know how like when you get around someone that like and you just get sleepy.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I was
yeah.
just
So
sleepy. Like
so so I'll explain to you what happened there. I'm sorry to cut you off,
mm-hmm,
but I'll explain to you what happened, and this is why I say your emotions are key. Um, what you did was like people will say, oh, the person sucked the energy out of the room, or uh, um, they sucked my energy away or something.
mm-hmm,
That's not necessarily what's happening. What you did was whatever energy they had going on vibrationally, you became emotionally involved with the negative vibration, and
mm-hmm,
then your energy frequency began to lower to match theirs. Nothing or no one comes into your crosshairs, to your space that you don't match its vibration in some way. If if it's a new job, if it's a new car, a new apartment, if it's you know a love interest, nothing comes into your path that you don't match its vibration, be it long term or short term. People passing here, we're close to similar vibrations, but me and your vibrations are much more
mm-hmm.
um, in tune because you're sitting in the car.
Yeah.
You know, um, so when you become emotionally involved, that's all that's happening, and that's why you became tired.
Mm-hmm.
Is because you lowered your vibrations to match someone else's, to match their frequency.
Mm-hmm.
You never meet negative where negative is. You never, and you don't want to judge um, someone who's negative because they may or may not know that's the
Yeah.
energy or the vibe that they're giving off.
Mm-hmm.
So you never want to judge them. You want to make sure that you protect yourself and just don't become emotionally involved. When you left, that was you protecting yourself. Let me just go step off. so that I can get myself back into source, because this is not where I'm surviving, and I'm surviving up here.
Yeah, and I try to get that back, that feeling back. That's like I don't think, because like I said, I've been reading that, and it's like they was talking about me like, Libra, you was there, like don't give up, like,
Yeah.
you that close, you this close, like don't give up, like start back from where you was at,
Yeah.
and then so you get back to that high vibration where you was at, like, and it's like, man, I don't know what I was doing, so I tried to think about like things that I was doing and what I was doing, and it was like saying a lot of like smoking, and then like I know I smoke, and I'm like now I'm trying to stop smoking. Like, so I won't buy. I smoke Black and Mild. I won't buy one. And then it's like work out, whatever. And I was working out at the time. So I'm like, all right, well, maybe they just start back doing this stuff, like whatever, get myself back together. Like I was trying to get back, because I really was feeling like this high vibration. Like,
Do you meditate at all?
I did one time, and it was like, it kind of scared me, but then it was like a relief, like. And they were saying like I should start doing it more.
Why did it scare you?
Because it's like because I didn't have nowhere to that was actually quiet, and so I put my headphones in, and like the headphones I got, it clears everything out. I can't hear nothing.
Yeah.
So I went in the bathroom. I just sat in the toilet, closed my eyes, sat there, didn't hear nothing. And as I sat there and I was trying to clear my mind, wasn't thinking. It's like I felt my hand just like moving, like someone was there with me, like trying to.
Is it like a vibration?
That was like I couldn't tell it was a vibration, but it was like a cool breeze on my hand, like, and it's like my arm was trying to lift up, or it was just sliding off my leg. So and it's like I was sitting there, like I was trying not to think about it, because you know you're not supposed to think, just let your mind be clear.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was sitting there, and as I did it for 10 minutes, and I never did it again after that. But I feel like I should keep on doing it. Like,
so I did this meditation, my first chakra meditation, beautiful experience. It freaked me out because my programming kicked in. And when my programming kicked in, I wanted out. I didn't understand it. I felt like, okay, all right, no. I felt it was too good for me.
yeah.
And that's what I realized that I was my way of thinking. But when I went back years later, because I wanted to experience again, because I don't know if it was an out of body experience. All I know is I was so light, I was levitating, and it felt like I was levitating, like I was a part of everything. When I did it again, I felt it again. This time it was a gratitude meditation, and I felt connected to everyone and everything, and it just felt right. It felt right. And so I learned to leave it alone and let it be, because we're taught, oh, this is something that is wicked, or don't, to let's break free of this. But when I let it go, and I lost the let go of the fear, and just not allow the negative programming to kick in, or the programming to kick in that says, nope, get away from this. You're not used to this. You don't know what this is. I just allowed it. And just that expansion of feeling connected to everything, and having that expansion in your heart, and having that unconditional love for everyone and everything. I felt connected to everything. I would say meditate, or whatever it is to get, if you feel disconnected, either meditate or take a nap. The reason why is because when we are asleep, the law of attraction is not at work, but we are connected to we're connected directly to source, and not to the physical. And I hope I'm explaining this correctly, but it's, you take a nap because when you wake up, you get a fresh new start. It's like when I wake up in the morning, the first 7 minutes, I set the intentions for my day. We get 7 minutes to set the intentions for our day as soon as we wake up. Oftentimes we wake up, we feel the goodness in our and just how it felt just to be waking up to a brand new day, but then we start remembering that negative thing that person did or said to us, and now it totally ruins the day, and now your day goes that way. But first 7 minutes you have to set the tone for your day. So why I say take a nap is take a nap when you wake up, set the tone. But when you wake up, you get a fresh new start. So within the first 7 minutes, uh, ask for whatever it is. Give gratitude, show gratitude, put yourself at high vibrations. Showing gratitude is the quickest way to raise your vibrations. So if you ever feel low, as I said, take a nap, meditate or take a nap. If you meditate, do a gratitude meditation. That's the quickest way to raise your vibrations, to show gratitude for the things that you have. Because we take for granted the things that we do have. We always focus on want, me, but we don't think about the things that we do have or appreciate the things that we do have, rather, or show appreciation. God does all these things for us, but a lot of us don't give thanks. We'll give thanks, and then we'll go in the same breath and complain about that thing that we have. I had a writer who she was complaining about the apartment that she was in, and things weren't working out right there, and she had wished the place just blew up. And then the her apartment was involved in a fire. So she was out, but she knew. She said, I knew that I felt that I manifested that. I said, the universe will give you what you want, but it will also give you what you don't want. So be mindful of what you affirm, because I said, be careful what you ask for, because you just might get it. But she was just complaining about that thing. I had a writer today that was saying how she wanted she needed to replace all four of her tires. Her tires were bald. She nearly got into an accident, and but she was saying how wanted she wanted to get new tires, but as soon as the time was right, she would get them, and then she just forgot about it, and she almost get into an accident, and somebody hit her windshield or something like that, and she ended up having to go and get the tires replaced. But the person who caused the accident is paying for all of the tires. They just damaged the windshield, but they're paying for all of the tires. So she asked, and the universe, like I said, will always answer the nature to your call. It would never not do that, and so it's good when you recognize those things. You show appreciation and gratitude for those things. But appreciate where you are. If you want a new car, so you don't have a car right now.
No.
So if you want a new car, whatever it is that you want, an apartment, appreciate where you are now, in order for that thing to truly be manifested. Because it's always going to be there. It's just waiting. It's just waiting on you to match the vibration frequencies. Continue doing what you're doing, but like where you are now. Because as my grandmother would say, you're just taking it with you. If you're going to move from this state to that state, remember, you're taking yourself with you. You're taking you with you. So you have to like where you are now, so that when you get to that new place, that you're not taking a negative into a positive space. Because if you don't like where you are now, when you go to where you think you want to be, it's going to be the same way. Eventually, it's going to turn out the same way, where you're not liking it, because you're taking that energy with you. You know what I mean? You're right here.
I'm right in the building over here.
Okay, I'm just going to pull over.
Okay.
Right here. So like I said, like where you are now, and but yeah, man. I appreciate your energy, bro.
Definitely.
I appreciate your energy, and it's not by accident that you got in here. Now,
I was thinking that. Like it was a blessing. It was a reason for me to get in here because of where I was going.
Yeah.
And actually wanted to actually talk to someone, and it's crazy that I haven't just run into you.
Well, that's the universe, man.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. This is not my normal gig. I'm a certified life coach, also a motivational speaker, and I have a show that is going to be airing soon on YouTube, called Ride Share Your Life, where I talk to people about the things that we just spoke about,
Okay.
and stuff. So with your permission, I would like to share our conversation in a future episode.
Most definitely.
All right, so
I was actually going to see if I could actually talk to you, like we could, like some days, whatever.
Yeah, most definitely. I'm all, like I said, I'm a life coach as well. Let me get your email address, and I'll also send you my website, a link to my website. Here. My link tree, it has all my social media, my website for life coaching and stuff like that. What's your first and last name?
Lamar Scott.
Lamar Scott. All right. Yeah, most definitely, man. And I appreciate the energy. And it's amazing, man. You're already manifesting. Just know that it's already there, and feel it with your emotions. If you need to put on visuals, put up visuals of what you want. Don't worry about how you're going to get it. Let your inner being, which is your inner guidance system, do what it do. You know what I'm saying? You give it that free space to work and to do what it do. All right. Let's see here. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna email that over to you, and just make sure you check your spam. And it's gonna be coming from cerebralvisual.com, like Tondré, info at cerebralvisual.com, or Tondré at cerebralvisual.com.
All right.
And I'll share all of that with you. Yeah, let's keep in touch, man. I'd be more than happy to send you over whatever it is that you need to keep you at those high vibrations, and just to give you the knowledge. And that's one thing. Always seek wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Always ask for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding from your inner guide, and you'll be amazed. Just like it answered the nature of your call just now, it's going to continue to do that. Keep yourself at high vibrations. Go into meditation, take a nap, wake up, set the tone for your day. First 7 minutes, But always want good for everyone else, no matter what they do, without judgment, in order for you to truly manifest and stay at high vibrations. All right, bro?
Appreciate that.
All right, man. I appreciate you, man.
Thank you. I would say you blessed, but you are the blessing.
Hey, I'm just a conduit, man.
Yeah.
I'm the conduit, just like God would use any could have been anyone.
Yeah.
But I just you chose me, and I appreciate it. I
appreciate
you too, brother.
All right.
All right.